What's going on, guys? Auzio here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got another midfielders tier list, and we have got plenty of new midfielders to rank today. But before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that this is my personal tier list. I understand there's going to be different opinions about certain cards. If you feel like a card should have gone higher or lower, just let me know who they are in the comment section and let me know where you would have put them. Let's get into it though, starting off with Bruno Guimaraes' FUT birthday card, a card I used last week in Weekend League, and a card that is simply incredible. He is 100% an S tier card. Casemiro, team of the tournament. The thing is with Casemiro, right, you look at this guy's pace, you're like, okay, it's nice, but it isn't anything crazy. But because of that lengthy accelerate style, this guy feels way faster in game, and honestly, some of the tackles he puts in are absolutely insane. Casemiro, team of the tournament, he's not S tier, but I'm definitely going to put him in the A+ tier once again. Guendouzi, used him yesterday, the 5-star skill move version. Unbelievable. It doesn't matter which one you go for. It really does depend on how you want to use him. If you want to use him going forward with like the running scoop, turn, McGiddy spin, cancel, then obviously go for the 5-star skill move version. But if you're a person that doesn't do a lot of skill moves in the midfield and you would rather have that 5-star weak foot, go for the 5-star weak foot version. They're going to play literally the exact same because their stats are the exact same. Guendouzi for birthday, S tier. Unbelievable, and a card I'm most likely going to be using this weekend as well. Park Ji-sung FUT fantasy card. I'll say it right now, he shouldn't go for the price he goes for. He's an unbelievable box-to-box midfielder, but that price is pushing it. Park Ji-sung for me is going to go into the A+ tier. I don't believe this card deserves to go into the S tier with Bruno Guimaraes and Guendouzi. De Jong. Ooh, De Jong for me needs a better card, and a card that gives him like a really nice shooting ability, because creating angles for like an outside foot with De Jong is more than easy because of how good his dribbling ability is. It's just the shooting ability is definitely annoying on a player like De Jong. I'm not going to put him in the S tier. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier once again. João Cancelo out of position card, a card that came out a while back, but still a fantastic midfielder. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier once again. Gravenberch. Ooh. The thing with Gravenberch, right, because of how tall he is, his interceptions seem way better than what he actually says on the card. And it's the same thing for like the standing tackling and slide tackling as well, but he still isn't like anything amazing, and I would rather have someone like Cancelo, De Jong, Park Ji-sung in that centre mid position. Gravenberch, you are going to go into the A tier. Traore, ooh, extremely fast, extremely fast, but defensively, I mean, he can put in nice tackles, but I definitely would rather have someone like Casemiro in that DM position and João Cancelo in that DM position as well. I'm going to put Traore in the A tier. Kessie, once to watch card, a card that came out a while back. For me, Kessie needs to get a promo card. With how many people used Kessie at the start of the year in their starting 11, obviously me included as well, this guy needs to get a promo card, and I'm telling you, when he gets that promo card, this card's going to be a comfortable A+ S tier. For me, once to watch Kessie is an A tier card though. Rabiot did the review the other day. If you guys watched it, you guys already know where Rabiot is going to go. He is going to go into the A+ tier. He's a very nice SBC, and honestly, for the price, you cannot go wrong. It's just S tier definitely is pushing it. Emre Can. Ooh. I've seen a lot of people use him in a centre-back position. He can play there. He definitely can. It's just for me, I would advise playing him in a DM position. He's a fantastic DM. Again, though, S tier for Emre Can is pushing it. Guendouzi and Bruno are definitely better DMs in my opinion than Emre Can. Tielemans, ooh. This card's pace-wise is not great. Yeah, Kessie, Traore, Gravenberch in a DM position is better. Tielemans, you are going to go into the B+ tier. Sergio, pace again, not a massive thing on Sergio. It's not anything amazing, but tackling, very nice. Dribbling on the ball as well. He can turn pretty good, especially for how tall he is. Sergio, you are going to go into the A+ tier. Not A+ tier. A tier. Ravella. Tackling on Ravella is honestly insane. I love how he's got that, you know, base 90 defending. It allows you to focus on like other areas of his game. He is great all-rounded, and he was a very good objective card. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. A Tau, Road to the final towel, a card that can still get more upgrades. I know it says right back on the card, but you guys obviously know he can move into that DM position. And honestly, he is an unbelievable DM. It really is so nice to see how many positions a Tau can play. You can play him on the left-hand side, play him on the right-hand side, left back, right back, in the midfield. He does an amazing job in every single position that I just mentioned. A Tau, you are 100% an S-tier CDM / centre mid. Donny van der Beek, ooh, okay objective card. Just straight up okay. Definitely not on the same level as like Cancelo, Rabiot, Ravella. Donny, I'm going to put you in the A tier. Locatelli, on the other hand, what a showdown this was. So good all-rounded. A card that offers you so much on that pitch. Locatelli, definitely a comfortable A+ tier card for me. All right. You know, all right. Good dribbling ability. Nice dribbling, but defensively could be better, but is solid. Going forward, shooting ability could be better, but decent. You know, Feghouli for me, A tier card. Brozovic, still a fantastic DM. S tier, no, but definitely an A+ tier for me. Just a very underrated DM. Ever since he came out, he never really went for like a crazy amount, and it's a card that is still amazing in that CDM position. Llorente, Foot Fantasy, I don't think I need to speak much. You guys already know where he is going to go. Jorginho, flashback card. When I did the review on this card, I honestly thought he was going to be way better than what he was. Like, you guys could see in the review, he just wasn't really standing out too much to me. Like, yes, he can put in tackles. Yes, he can dribble well as well. It's just, he's not, like, amazing. And he definitely isn't on the centre mid / DMs in the A+ tier level. Jorginho, I'm going to put you in the A tier. Enter Fernandez, guaranteed S. Like, he is so good. It's a joke. And I'm pretty sure a card that still goes for a lot of coins. I think he's still like 1.5 mil. Goretzka, road to the final card. A card that can still get more upgrades. Do I believe he's going to get more upgrades? I do. I reckon Bayern are going to beat City. That is going to be an amazing game to watch, by the way. There's going to be so many goals in that game. Milner, tackling-wise, is good. Dribbling-wise, could be better. Pace could be better as well. I'm going to put Milner in the A tier. Pessina, I've seen so much of this guy in the past like week. It is crazy to me. This guy pops up in every other pack. It's honestly just so annoying, but at the same time, it's like, at least we're seeing a Foot birthday card, right? You have to have that kind of thought process. He's a good all-rounded card. Honestly, he is. A+ tier? No. A tier though, I would say so. Pedri, what an SBC this was. Dribbling wise, fantastic. A lot of people thought Pedri was going to have 5-star skill moves with a 5-star weak foot because of his honorable mentions card having 5-star skill moves, but they actually removed the 5-star skill moves and gave him a 5-star weak foot. So a lot of people was slightly disappointed. He is still a very good centre mid, and that is why I'm putting him in the A+ tier, but definitely a card that doesn't deserve to go into the S tier. Gabri, alright player of the month card, but there's so many better centre mids than him. I'm going to put him in the B+ tier. Wijnaldum, a card that came out yesterday. I used him. I liked him. The reason I looked at Wijnaldum yesterday is because of his other card, the Road to the World Cup card. I looked at that card and I was like, okay, I liked him. Why not try the inform card so I have a good judgment to where to put him in the midfielders tier list? He was alright. Just straight up alright. For me, this Wijnaldum card, A tier. He doesn't deserve to go higher. He definitely doesn't deserve, though, to go into the B+ tier. The thing with Perisic is he can play so many different positions really well. He's got so all-rounded stats, and he's such a nice all-rounded player that offers you so much on that pitch. Perisic, for me, as a centre mid, I would put him into the A+ tier. I understand that you can't, like, straight up, you know, move him into that centre mid position, but if you can like stick him left mid or left wing and then move him into a centre mid position in game, trust me, you won't be disappointed with Perisic. And it's a card that's never really gone for like too many coins either. Carlos Soler, very nice all rounded. He's a tall player. He's a player that can put in very good tackles. I'm gonna put him in the A+ tier. And the Herrera, ooh. Herrera is not that guy personally. Yeah, worse than Wijnaldum, worse than Milner, worse than Feghouli. Yeah, and the Herrera, we're going to put you in the B+ tier. Team of the Year Modric, yep, 100% S tier card. The way he feels on the ball, insane. Like, the way you can dribble with Modric, you can really turn out of, like, any tight angle. You're getting pressed, don't worry. You got Modric on the ball, turn out of pressure, it's going to be easy for him. That's how good he is. So yeah, Modric, S tier. Willock, I do like how he's got high work rates. He's working up and down the pitch, and you really do notice that in-game. But Willock, for me, is not A+. He's an A tier card. Winter wildcard Benzema, I think everyone is still surprised they gave him 5-star skill moves. This is 100% an S tier card. Same thing as the man up next, Team of the Year, Kevin De Bruyne, S tier card as well. It needs to be. Road to the final, Barella. Incredible. So good all-rounded. He offers you so much going forward. Unbelievable dribbling ability. So nice with the passing as well. Shooting ability, he's got that. Pace, really good pace. And on defense, he puts in some crazy good tackles. I understand he's not a strong player, but he's an aggressive player. Road to the final, Barella is a card, for me, that needs to go into the S tier. Koke, Koke, he's got a 5-star skill moves, which is nice. But he isn't, for me, all that. When I used him, I was like, okay, he's nice, but he just really isn't anything, like, out there. He isn't anything outstanding. I'm going to put Koke in the A tier. I don't think he deserves to go into the A+ tier with the midfielders we have in that A+ tier. Lucas Vazquez, honestly, still a decent card. He is. He isn't amazing, but he just offers you a lot in that midfield role. So yeah, I'm going to put him in the A tier as well. I was honestly thinking about the B+ tier, but Lucas Vazquez is better than the B+ tier players. Tchouaméni Wants to Watch card, a card that came out a while back, and a card that a lot of people did use as well. It's just now the pace on Tchouaméni can definitely be a little bit of an issue. I'm not going to put him in the B+ tier because tackling-wise, exceptional. Physical-wise, very good as well. It's just Tchouaméni definitely needs a promo card. And once he gets a promo card, they give him like a +2 or, you know, increase his pace even a little bit more than a +2. We're probably looking at a comfortable A+ tier card, maybe S tier, depending on how big the upgrade is. Fofana, Showdown card, was in the A+ tier last time, but I'm not going to put him in the A+ tier this time. I'm actually going to drop him down into the A tier. Still a very good DM, still a nice centre mid as well. It's just I don't think he deserves to go on that level anymore. Delaney's tackling is nice, and honestly, like, getting out the players, it isn't extremely bad, but it's just not great. And for me, I would rather have someone like Tchouaméni. I'd rather have someone like Kessie, Traore in that DM position. Delaney is going to go into the B+ tier. Declan Rice is an interesting one because, honestly, this card is still good, okay? In a DM position as a holding DM, he is still nice. It's just, I feel like we have got better DMs in the A+ tier. We have, yeah, Emre. I'm looking at Emre Can. Emre Can is the one standing out to me, right? Emre Can is 100% better than Declan Rice in that DM position. Rice, you are going to go into the A tier. I don't believe he deserves to go on the same level as the CDMs in the A+ tier. Timber, on the other hand, yeah, definitely an A+ tier DM. He is so quick in that midfield. It is ridiculous. And the thing with Timber as well is this guy's transition speed is exceptional. Pace to get out the players, amazing. Tackling ability, unbelievable. Dani Ceballos, I do like Ceballos. He is very good all-rounded. The thing about Ceballos, there's not really a weakness to his game. He offers you so much, and I like that. So Dani Ceballos is going to go into the A+ tier once again. I'm pretty sure he was in the A+ tier last time as well. Fabio Vieira, this guy is an attacking centre mid, very good. You can use him as a box-to-box centre mid if you want to, but him as an attacking centre mid is amazing. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier once again. Moreno was A tier last time, as far as I remember. I'm going to move him down. Yeah, with players like Koke now being in that tier, I cannot put Moreno in that tier. I'm going to put him in the B+ tier. Winter Wildcard Bellegarde, a card that came out a while back and a card that was an SBC, and he was a nice SBC. A lot of people didn't do him, though. I feel like he was kind of underrated. He's a great box-to-box midfielder at the time he was released, and he was in the A+ tier for a while. Now, though, I don't feel like he deserves to go into the A+ tier, but I am going to put Bellegarde in the A tier. Fofana. Now, this is tough. This is really tough. Because Fofana was in the S tier last time. But I do believe it's time to drop down. I do. Me, personally, I do prefer Bruno Gomes Guendouzi in a DM position over Fofana. I understand Fofana's got obviously the physicals over those two. It's just these two, with what they offer you as well going forward, it's not like these DMs are just sitting back the entire time. No, they do go forward as well. And Fofana's dribbling, when it comes down to going forward with him, can sometimes be a little bit of an issue. There's better DMs in the S tier. Fofana, you are going to go into the A+ tier. And yeah, there's definitely better sentiment in the S tier as well. Still a fantastic card. I think there's no question about it, but just doesn't deserve, in my opinion, to go into the S tier anymore. Valverde, honorable mentions on the other hand, yeah, 100% an S tier card. You guys can still see it. Yeah, you can. I'm not covering the cards just yet. Zambo and Guisa, the medium-low work rates, right? That's the issue with this Zambo and Guisa. Like, tackling-wise, very good. Pace to get out to players, very nice as well. And honestly, doesn't feel bad on the ball at all. It's just the medium-low work rates. That's when you have an issue. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Dardai, very good foot fantasy. A foot fantasy I completed, and a foot fantasy that is very, very solid. I call him like the cheap Llorente. He isn't on Llorente's level. He's not that good, but he kind of offers you what Llorente offers you. He was a fantastic SBC, and I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. Camavinga, Phenoms card. A card for me that still deserves to go into the S tier. He is so nice in the midfield with his dribbling ability. With how tall he is, you don't expect the player that tall to dribble that well. You don't. But honestly, dribbling-wise, he is unbelievable. He's one of those players that you can turn out of any pressure at all. So yeah, Camavinga, S tier for me. DePaul, Winter Wildcard. At the time he was released, he was a nice card. But there's better sentiments now. Definitely. I'm going to put DePaul in the A tier. And we're about Team of the Tournament card. A card that was never expensive, and a card that has always been very nice. We had him in the A+ tier for a while. I don't think he deserves to go into the A+ tier anymore with the DMs we have in there. But I'm definitely going to put him into the A tier. He's still a good DM. He definitely is. And as I said, he's been underrated since he has came out. Toni Kroos, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, but does not deserve to go into the A+ tier this time round. He doesn't. Listen, 5-star, very, very nice for a midfielder, but he just really isn't anything too crazy anymore, in my opinion. And there's better options in that centre mid position in the A+ tier and obviously in the S tier over this Toni Kroos card. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Vitinha, fantastic midfielder. See, I would rather have Vitinha than Toni Kroos. I would. I definitely would. This Vitinha card is just so nice as a box-to-box. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. Sabitzer, in my opinion, an overpriced SBC, but I'm not going to sit here and say Sabitzer's bad, because Sabitzer, foot fantasy, is not a bad card. High work rates, working up and down the pitch constantly, great defending stats, nice attacking stats as well, offers you a good shooting ability. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. But yeah, he definitely was an overpriced SBC in my opinion. Ramsey. Ramsey, he was a nice objective, but not A+ tier anymore. No, I'm not going to put him A+ tier. With the new centre mids we have in that A+ tier, Ramsey doesn't deserve to go there. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Kimmich, on the other hand, this card is an S tier card. Definitely an S tier card. 99 dribbling. Yeah, this guy feels outrageous on the ball. Offers you a long shot ability as well. Defending ability, top tier. Kimmich, definitely S tier for me. Gundo. Ooh. Gundo, he was A tier last time. I actually don't believe he deserves to go there anymore, though. Yeah. With Koke now being in the A tier, with Declan Rice being in the A tier as well, moving from the A+ into the A tier and being a very solid DM. Gundo, for me, is obviously more of a centre mid than he is a DM, but I don't believe he deserves to go into the A tier anymore. I'm going to put him in the B+ tier. Tonali, Winter Wildcard, a card that's always been comfortably in that A+ tier, and I'm going to put him in the A+ tier once again, because he is still a very nice CDM. If you still got this card and you're still using him, you obviously can see how good he is still in that CDM position. One thing I do wish about Tonali is if he had better dribbling, that would be super nice, especially in that DM position, being able to turn out a pressure. With Tonali, sometimes the dribbling can be just a little bit slow. So I do wish he had better dribbling, but for me, still an A+ tier card. Verratti, I don't think he goes for anything like crazy anymore. I believe he's dropped down a lot, but he's definitely for me an A+ tier card still. Mohr, road to the knockout card. This was like a surprise because Mohr into a centre mid position was out of nowhere. I still remember completing this SBC. I still remember reviewing Mohr as well. And honestly, him as an attacking centre mid is nice, but defensively, ugh. Mohr, he was B+ tier last time, and I'm going to stick him in a B+ tier this time as well. I feel like you need more in that centre mid position than just, you know, going forward. There's so many good players in the A tier that offer you something going forward, but offers you a nice defensive ability as well. And Nkunku, Path to Glory, a card that can play in so many different positions. If you want to play him as a box-to-box centre mid, he can do that. If you want to play him in a cam position, a striker position, a winger position, he obviously can do that as well. 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, a card that 100% deserves to go into the S tier, and his foot birthday card would go into the S tier as well. Road to the final card, a card that can get more upgrades, but a card that I don't believe is going to get more upgrades because, as I told you guys, I believe Goretzka is going to be getting the upgrade. Phillips is nice. He's a very good DM. I do wish he was like slightly faster, but the pace is not that big of an issue. Phillips is very good. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. Matej Norna's road to the World Cup card. This was a card that honestly I thought was going to be way better. I feel like I say this every single time. You guys probably don't know already, where I literally thought this card was going to be the real deal when he came out. Then I tried him and I was like, he's not like anything amazing. I'm going to put him into the A tier. He's a good centre mid, just not anything like amazing. N'Golo Kante for birthday card, definitely an S tier card. His winter wild card would go into the S tier as well. Gavi future stars, I'll say right now, overpriced. He should not go for the price he goes for on the market. I don't know why he's that much. He's very good though. I'll say it right now, he's very good, but definitely an overpriced card. I'm gonna put him in the A+ tier. Lucas Paqueta, man, a lot of people was using this card when it came out. A lot. I had him as well in my starting 11. I believe I had him in my main team and my RTG as well. He does need a better card though. This card is an A tier card for me. He doesn't deserve to go into the A+ tier. But yeah, Lucas Paqueta with a promo this late into the game now, they probably will give him some insane stats. And that's when we're looking at an A+, maybe even S tier card. Pogba, flashback card, yep, S tier as well. So good. Still use this card on the RTG. Him and like a holding DM, it's just like a nice partnership to have. Arnold, ooh. Long shot ability, I do like that from Arnold, but his pace is definitely an issue. I'm going to put him in the B+ tier. It's a card for me that doesn't deserve to go any higher. Mascherano World Cup card. He's a nice DM, better DM than he is a centre-back, but a card that I don't think deserves to go into the A tier anymore. Especially with like Declan Rice now moving into the A tier. Mascherano for me needs to go down into the B+ tier. Marquisio World Cup card, a card that still is up there. A card that still deserves to go into the S tier. I've still got this card untradeable on the main account, and honestly, I don't know why I don't use him anymore in Weekend League, because he's there, he's untradeable, I don't have to buy anyone, and he still is an amazing box-to-box. I guess it's because I used him for so long to the point where I kind of want to just use other players in the midfield. But yeah, Marquisio World Cup, still S tier. Benacer, very good DM and a very good centre mid as well. Honestly, the way he feels on the ball is incredible. S tier though, I tell you what, he's close. He's very close to going into the S tier, but I'm going to put him into the A+ tier. Zakaria, he's that guy. He's that guy. As a holding DM, Zakaria is exceptional and a card that I need to put into the S tier. I do wish he felt a little bit, just a little bit better on the ball, but you play this guy as a stay back DM, honestly, there's not much better in this game. He is so good, and I believe he's now like 100k. He's so cheap as well. Fernando, ooh, a card that's got an upgrade recently. Honestly, Fernando, again, as a holding DM, isn't bad. But I'd rather have Benacer, Phillips in that DM position, Fofana in that DM position, Emre Can in that DM position, Brozovic in that DM position as well. Fernando, I'm going to put you in the A tier. Pellegrini, not amazing. Not great on defense. okay going forward. I'm going to put Pellegrini in a B+. I don't believe he deserves to go higher than that. Oxford, a very good DM. And he's a tall DM as well. He's 6'4", so the reach on a card is very, very nice. A card that went A tier last time, and a card I'm going to stick into the A tier this time as well. Team of the Year, Bellingham. Yep, 100%. 100% S tier. Ooh. Dirk Kuyt, the thing about him is his defensive stats. I've used Dirk Kuyt, and honestly, he does perform a little bit better than what his defensive stats says. But I just feel like having that, you know, extra defensive awareness, it would be so nice on a card like this. I do like him because he's good all-rounded, but I'm not going to put this card into the S tier because I don't believe he deserves to go there. I'm going to put him into the A+ tier. Chamberlain. 95 dribbling on a card, obviously amazing. He feels so good on the ball. But for me, there's better centimeters in that A+ tier than Chamberlain. I don't think Chamberlain, even with his high dribbling stats, deserves to go into the A+ tier. Bruno Fernandes Stories card, a card that if you're just basing it off stats, we're looking at an A tier card. But if you actually use him in game with the high work rate, to actually see him on defense as well, honestly, his defending stats, lies, straight lies. He's intercepting really well. He's going into tackles really well, possession-based tackles as well, feeling better on the ball when it comes down to dribbling than what the dribbling stats actually says. And he feels faster in game than what the pace says on the card as well. He's one of those cards that you can't trust the stats too much. Bruno Fernandes, for me, deserves to go into the A+ tier. Souza as a DM is nice. Stick him on that Shadow Chem style to give him as much pace as possible. You definitely do notice the low balance time to time on Souza. For me, he's going to go into the A tier. Fred, Fred dribbling wise is amazing. He's so good on the ball. Shooting wise, not great. We could definitely say that. Pace is good. Defending is good. Fred, I'm going to put you into the A+ tier. Sissoko, a card that came out a while back. I used Sissoko a lot. I believe I used him on the main account in Weekend League, and yeah, he was a great DM at the time. It's just now there's so many better DMs. I've got Declan Rice in the A tier. Declan Rice is better. Amrabat, Zambo Anguissa, Sissoko, I'm going to put you into the B+ tier. The thing about Sissoko, which will definitely annoy you sometimes, is the dribbling ability. His actual dribbling stat is actually solid, but the agility on the card you could definitely feel when trying to go for those sharp turns time to time. Thiago, rule breaker card, back-to-back rule breakers. Thiago, honestly, with his 5-star skill moves, it is nice. And he does offer you a shooting ability. It's not an amazing one, but he still offers you something there. But I don't believe Thiago deserves to go into the A+ tier anymore. With the midfielders we have in there, yeah, I'm taking every single centre mid in that A+ tier over Thiago. So I'm going to put Thiago in the A tier. Witsel, I do like how big of a pace increase they gave this card compared to his gold card, but his pace can sometimes be a little bit of an issue. He was B+ tier last time. I'm going to keep him in the B+ tier as well. Renato Sanchez Ones to Watch card, a card that is still up there when it comes down to price, and a card that is still amazing. It is honestly crazy to see how good his Ones to Watch card actually is. Shot power, 99. You can go for long shots if you want to go for long shots. Pace, not an issue. Passing, not an issue. Dribbling on the ball, not an issue. Dribbling actually feels nice, and on defense, I don't think I need to tell you guys how good he is on defense. Renato is going to go into the S tier. Fabian is a weird one because I do like him when he goes into tackles, and I do like his dribbling ability for a player that is that tall as well. It's just his physicals for a player that is that tall isn't that great. I'm going to put Fabian, though, in the A+ tier. Yeah, I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. I was thinking about the A tier, but nah, I'm going to put him in the A+. Douglas Luiz. Like him, but don't love him. For me, an A tier CDM. Tolisso, a card that came out yesterday. That they could have done, you know, a little bit better with this Tolisso card, I must admit. A little bit more pace. Like, if we're looking at 82 acceleration and 82 sprint speed, so we can go for that Shadow Chem style and give him 90-90, that would look so much better than 88-88. Tolisso stamina as well. The stamina on the card, Tolisso is nice though. He is a good player. He is a nice all-rounded player. I am going to put him in the A+ tier, but definitely a card that they could have done a little bit better with when it comes down to the stamina and a little bit more on the pace as well. Still amazing. He's so good. The thing is with Paulinho, right? Again, another one of those cards that if you're basing it off stats, you're looking at A tier card because the pace doesn't look that great. But because you give him that lengthy, actually no, you don't give him that lengthy accelerate style. He's already lengthy, but you upgrade the pace even more with the Shadow Chem style. And because he is lengthy, the pace doesn't feel like the pace on the actual card. It doesn't. Paulinho for me was an incredible SBC, and I'm gonna put him in the A+ tier. Yaya World Cup card. Definitely, for certain, Yaya Toure goes into the S tier. Would his base card go into the S tier? I like his base card, but nah, I probably would put base Yaya in the A+ tier. Yeah, I probably would, but a World Cup, definitely S tier. SoFoot Birthday, a card that we saw so many times, it was ridiculous, but a card that is nice. I'm not going to say he's bad. He's not bad. On an Anger Chem style, So is very good. The physical stats, up there. Defending, up there. Pace, up there. Passing, very nice. And he feels good on the ball as well. He's super cheap as well. One of those cheap beasts that we will be mentioning at the end of the video. But yeah, definitely a card that I would say deserves to go into the A+ tier. But a card that is definitely annoying when you see him over and over and over again. Thuram. Future Stars Thuram. Now, this is one a lot of people are probably going to be disappointed about. One that a lot of people are going to be questioning. Thuram, for me, doesn't deserve to go into the S tier anymore. He is going to go into the A+ tier. Listen, I think there's no question about it. Defensively, he is an absolute beast with his 6'4" reach. But something that I've noticed recently on this Thuram card is his passing. The overtop through balls are not working as good as it was when he first came out. Those overtop through balls all of a sudden are not going as high as you expect it to be. They're going straight into the player, and it's all of a sudden just being like very annoying to have in that midfield when you're going for those through balls. Dribbling wise, Thuram has never been amazing on the ball, but you definitely notice a few more like falling over animations with him, which definitely can be annoying. As I said, he's a fantastic defensive player. Very, very good. It's just going forward, that's when you have a little bit of an issue with Thuram. Milinkovic-Savic, love the fact that he has got a 5-star weak foot, but the pace on Milinkovic-Savic, I say it every time, it's not good enough. He is going to go into the A tier, and just like that, we have ourselves our midfielders tier list. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 3 centre mids and top 3 CDMs as well. Starting off with the centre mids, Bellingham has to be. Bellingham was my number 1 last time. He's my number 1 this time as well. Second, looking around, the player that's standing out to me is your boy Kevin De Bruyne. Team of the year KDB second, and third, I am going to go Llorente. So that is, I believe, the exact same top 3 centre mid we went last time as well. Just those 3 are just amazing. I like, obviously, players like Marquinhos, Pogba, Camavinga, Valverde, Benzema. It's just top 3. Nah, those are my top 3. CDMs, Bellingham again. He has to be number 1. That Bellingham card is unbelievable. Second, Yaya Toure World Cup card. Third, oh, it's a tough one. I love that Bruno card when I used him. Nah, but I have to go Goretzka. I have to. Yeah, for CDMs, I have to go Goretzka. Goretzka obviously can easily play in a centre mid position, but this guy in a DM position is unreal as well. So that's my top 3 DMs and top 3 centre mids. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a few cheap beasts that you guys can try out without spending, you know, too many coins. Looking at the S tier, the one player that is standing out to me is Zakaria. A card that goes for like 100k now, and a card that if you're looking for a DM, you need to try out. He is amazing in that DM position. And yeah, for 100k coins, you literally cannot go wrong. Another player that's quite cheap, let's say, is a Tau. The thing is, right, he's not really that cheap. He's like 250k. But for what you get, it's cheap. It's a bargain. A Tau should go for more. He should. Like, he's a card that can play in so many different positions really, really well. You can play him left wing, right wing. He does a job there. Left mid, left back, right back, centre mid, CDM. He is honestly amazing in all those positions. So a Tau for 250k, it's a bargain. I don't think there's anyone else that is that cheap in the S tier. Nah, I don't think there is. So let's jump down to the A+ tier. Brozovic, obviously a standout instantly. Brozovic in a DM position, an amazing card, and a card that is less than 100,000 coins. Anyone else? We have got So, obviously, So 20k. I think he is so cheap and offers you a lot in that DM and even centre mid position as well with the way he dribbles on the ball. Definitely a card I would recommend trying out. Looking at any other card here. Perisic, obviously a fantastic centre mid. Unfortunately, you cannot play him in that centre mid position like straight off. You have to like, you know, switch formation in game and move him into that position, but a very good centre mid as well. I'm looking at Park Ji-sung, World Cup Park Ji-sung, fantastic card, very cheap as well. Obviously, I'm not going to recommend the Foot Fantasy because that card goes for like 650k. He's ridiculously, in my opinion, overpriced. Anyone else in the A+ tier? I don't believe so. I know Casemiro's dropped a lot, but he's like, what, 160k? So not exactly cheap, but still 160k for that team of the tournament Casemiro. I recommend it. I do. I know you're probably looking at the pace and the dribbling and you're like, okay, he's probably not going to feel that fast in game. Trust me, that lengthy accelerate style really does save that card. It does. The pace on him, yeah, it doesn't feel like the pace it says on the actual card stats. But that is going to be it. That is going to be it for the midfielders tier list. I'm like quickly scanning through, making sure I am happy with it, making sure I've got everyone in the right tier. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like I do. Let me know if you guys believe any player should go up or down. Maybe some people believe Thuram deserves to go into the S tier. There probably will be a few people that say Thuram into the S tier. I understand. I do. It's just for me personally, he isn't as good as the centre mids and the CDMs in that S tier. I do believe every single centre mid and CDM in the S tier is better than Thuram. But that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.